If you live in South Africa, then you need to listen to this. Municipalities across our country is in complete shambles. If the state of Johannesburg is anything to go by, traffic lights not working, regular water outages, roads collapsing, then wait until you hear about Nelson Mandela Bay in the Eastern Cape. Yet another city that's collapsing because of bad services from the government. Joburg, Ekurhuleni, Nelson Mandela Bay, what do all of these municipalities have in common? They are all governed by an ANC-EFF coalition, a political bromance if you will, and of course supported by smaller parties. So let me put this into perspective. Imagine you as a resident and a voter trying to get in a new government who can actually do the bare minimum and deliver basic services by voting the ANC out. You choose a smaller party, hoping that they will bring the change that they've actually promised you, only to find out afterwards that they are actually supporting the ANC in local councils where it actually matters, especially when positions have to be filled and stomachs have to be satisfied. By the time you realize this, it's too late because elections only happen in a cycle of 5 years. But this unfortunately is the reality of coalition politics in our country, especially when it involves smaller parties who do not act in good faith and have no problem betraying their voters. It's a simple numbers game, but with massive consequences for all of us. And if anything, you need to know exactly who these smaller parties are, especially heading towards the national and provincial 2024 elections next year. I did the research so that you don't have to. First up, you got the beloved Auntie Pat from the Good Party, who is in fact in coalition with the ANC at a national level. Then of course you get Gayton McKenzie, who is nothing but a Trojan horse to help keep the ANC in power. And then of course Mr. Kill the Boer himself. And then this other irrelevant party who probably won't even last the next election. And of course there's more, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to stick to the main culprits. So the Nelson Mandela Bay municipality is a classic case in point of how the ANC and EFF's corruption is being sustained and kept alive by smaller parties like the Patriotic Alliance and others. Just yesterday, when they had an opportunity to vote the ANC proxy mayor, Gary van Niekerk, out, they voted in favor to keep him at the helm of the municipality as the mayor. They did this with other coalition partners, namely the ANC, EFF, NA, AIC and PAC. All while the city continues on a downward spiral. Regular water and electricity outages, sewerage overflows, lights not working, dirt all over the city, cadre deployment in the municipality, and the list goes on. And to add insult to injury, the National Treasury is currently withholding close to 800 million rand in grant funding from the municipality as a result of this rampant corruption and messy coalition politics, which further prevents basic service delivery from taking place and infrastructure investment from happening. So while Gayton McKenzie makes all these claims in public about wanting to join the multi-party charter, which is essentially a pre-election pact between opposition parties who do not support the ANC, he continues to betray South Africans by supporting the ANC at the local government level. Not only in major metropolitans across the country, but also rural municipalities in the country. So next time a party like the Patriotic Alliance promises to bring you change, think again. They are anti-ANC in the streets, but pro-ANC in the sheets.